Hey everybody, it's Abby Ashley here with the Virtual Savvy, and I am so excited for day one of the Tech in 10 challenge. You are absolutely going to love these 4 days where I'm going to be breaking apart a different tech hack every single day for you to use in your business with tools that you're likely already using. Okay, so we're just going to jump right in. So today we're going to be talking about Canva. If you haven't already used Canva, haven't jumped on the Canva bandwagon, then you absolutely need to do it because it is an amazing program. It's free. There are a few different elements that you can have if you pay for the paid version, but you can do so much even in the free version. And that's what I'm going to be showing you a little bit of today. So let's just jump right in, okay? So whenever you are in Canva, and if you guys are familiar with Canva, then you know what this looks like. This is the dashboard. And I'm just going to go ahead and open up a new design to start working on. And so this is a social media graphic. And I really, really love Canva because there are so many, different templates that you can go ahead and use, a lot of free templates that you can use and you can customize yourself. That's something that we're going to go over in the Savvy Tech Lab. But today I'm going to show you a few hacks that you probably don't already know about, okay? So the very first hack is talking about free images. And I know that, we see this post a lot of times in the VA Savvies group where people are saying, where could I get free stock photography? Where can I get free images? Well, some of you guys may not know that there actually are free images right inside of Canva. So if you go to the search button and you search for photos, then you can search for any type of photo that you're looking for. So a lot of times I'll type in office or computer. So it's really great because it's going to bring up a lot of images. Now, you might be searching through these images and realize that some of them are free and some of them are paid. And so one little hack that you can do so you can only see the free options is to click this little sidebar here and click on the free only button, okay? And so that's going to bring up whatever your key search word is. I typed in the word office. Now you're only going to have access to the ones that are free. So that way you don't fall in love with one that costs money and you're not really having to sort through, the different paid and free versions. So so that's the first tech hack. I love some of their free images. They're really, really nice to be able to bring in here and do some customization, okay? So the next hack that I actually just learned this one recently myself is about adding text. So a lot of you guys know you're working on an image and you're like, okay, it's time for me to start bringing some text in here. Let me just start with a blank document again. So it's time that I start bringing in some text into this document. So what do? Well, I need to come over here and I need to add text and I need to pick which one I'm going to do and click on it and we'll go from there. And this, it might not seem like a huge tech hack, but when you're in there and you're working and you have different elements, something that's really cool is when you're inside a Canva, you can just click the letter T, not Shift T, not, Control T, nothing. Just click on the letter T and it's going to automatically bring up the text that you use most commonly. Okay. So I just think that that's really cool whenever you're working inside and you're ready to, bring in some text. It's right there ready for you to just click the T button. So a nice little shortcut that you may not already know about. Let's go into, I have 2 more tech hacks for you for Canva. So this one I thought was really, really fun as well. Let me go ahead and I have to make things look pretty, right? So, so one of the things that that I really like is to type in the word alphabet and spell it. And whenever you type in the word alphabet, there's obviously some letters here, really cool. But when you scroll down, is it going to be a little funky on me? Oh, that's because I'm using, I needed to go from photos to all. So you click search and you click alphabet, make sure you're on the all tab. There's these really cool letters here that I think sometimes we neglect using. but you can actually like put images inside of these different letters, which look really, really neat. So let's just create a little image here. And probably gonna have to make these a little smaller. I love inside of Canva that you have these different tools that make sure that you're, lining things up the right way too. Let's go ahead and bring in our L. Okay. All right. So I'm going to draw these up here. Okay. And so what's really, really cool is that you can now, if you have some backgrounds that you already love and that you use, maybe are your brand colors, you can just drag and drop those into these different shapes. Super fun. Okay. It shows up a little bit better if I do a different background. Okay, so something fun and cute, just by typing in the word alphabet, you can bring in these different frames. So those are frames whenever you're dropping an image into something. So these are some alphabet frames that you can use to add a fun little touch to your social media graphics. Let's go into one more, something that I learned recently myself too. We'll go back to this text block that we have here. Now, say you want to add some kind of a border around this text. Let me just go ahead and put this here. So say I want to add a border around this. Now, there are borders inside of the shapes section. You can scroll down and there's these different borders you can see here. The only thing with these borders is that it takes a little bit of finagling to work and to get it to be exactly the size that you want. Having to get the thickness. If I want it thicker, I have to go this way, this way. So that's one way to add a border, but a quicker way to add a border is whenever you have your text highlighted. Now this is on a Mac, so you will click Alt Shift B. Okay, so Alt Shift B, hold them down all at the same time, just because you would do like Control Alt Delete type of thing. Alt Shift B, and it's going to automatically put a border around your image. Okay. And so if you want it thicker or smaller, then you can just do Alt Shift and then either a plus sign to make it thicker, where you just keep going, or thinner. Okay. So again, that was Alt Shift B to put the border around it, or Alt Shift plus or minus in order to make that smaller or thicker. Now, do know whenever you do this, if I were to change the color of my image, that normally, let's see, Alt Shift. I was going to say, when you first change it, it may, but normally the border around is going to change and be the exact same color as whatever your text is. So, this is a really awesome way to create a cute little graphic. Let's see here. Let me throw something in. I was doing a project for a friend, so I've got a lot of personal pictures in here. Let's go to some stock photos. I love how Canva, you can have different folders in here. So let's say, I'm going to bring in this image and maybe let's put like a shadow on top of it. So I'll a lot of times just do this. You can, lighten or darken the image itself, but what I'll usually do is just make this black and then have a transparent. There we go. Make that a little darker. Arrange it to the back, and then we've got your nice little image. Okay. So I hope that you've enjoyed these tech hacks. We've been looking specifically into Canva today, but tomorrow we're going to jump into ConvertKit. So make sure that you join us tomorrow for the tech hacks. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a good day.